Hey guys, it's Leanne. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now today's video is a video that I am so excited to actually film and put out there on this channel, because I think that there's been not that many good product releases, well, not good, but just that many. I know a lot of brands are pushing back launches because of COVID, but this is one foundation that I was really excited about, and it is on the NARS Soft Matte Complete Foundation. So this is how the skin is looking today, and this is only after 20 minutes of applying it, so not a good judgment yet. If you want to see the real tea, obviously you have to keep on watching. That's what I'm going to be reviewing today, and doing a wear test and just giving some honest thoughts and opinions and letting you know whether I would actually recommend this foundation or not. Then obviously you're going to have to stick around to the very end, and also at the end I'm going to be giving details of a giveaway, well, 3 giveaways that I've got coming up. So obviously if that's something you're interested in, it's international, anyone can apply, and there's 3, so there's 3 chances to win. So make sure you stick around for the details of that. I'm going to be talking you through some new products that I've bought, and I think I'm more excited than my actual subscribers. I love doing giveaways, don't ask. Obviously, before we do jump into this review, please don't forget to show some support by liking the video, turning on the notification bell and subscribing, because that is going to be one of the rules for the giveaway anyway. So yeah, I'm going to stop rambling now and leave me some feedback on what you think of this foundation, if you've tried it, and whether after watching this review you would actually go out and purchase it yourself. Let me know. So I'm just going to start by moisturising the skin. So I'm going in with the Superdrug Naturally Radiant Brightening Day Cream, which is SPF 15. A little bit on the neck as well. And this cream smells so nice, by the way. It's absolutely gorgeous. I'm almost at the end of it, but I would say I'm going to repurchase because it's literally one of my favourite creams. I literally use it for everything. Even though it's a day cream, sometimes I'll moisturise with it overnight because it's just so hydrating and obviously moisturising. So yeah, I'm going to let that sink into the skin for about 1 minute, and I'm just going to put my hair back because I'm scared that the foundation is going to go in my hair. Right, that is so much better. Now today I've decided that I'm going to be using the Marshmallow Primer on one half of the face, and then on the other half of the face, obviously I've only used moisturiser, and that's just to really try out the foundation, what it would look like if for whatever reason you don't use primer or you don't have primer available. It's just more a test for me to put the foundation to the test, really. I'm just going to be going in with this, which smells of marshmallows and is so nice. This primer literally feels like skincare. It just feels like a nice hydrating serum on the skin. While the primer is just soaking into this side of the skin, I'm just going to be reading out some claims of the NARS Soft Matte Complete Foundation. And the packaging is just quite sleek, quite nice, and very on brand for NARS. Obviously everything's so simple with that brand, but it still looks so chic and classy. And on the side of the packaging it says the new take on matte, comfortable 16-hour wear, full natural looking coverage, so it's a full coverage, 16-hour wear, true colour oxidation resistant, so it won't oxidise on the skin, which means that basically once you apply it, it will stay that same shade, it won't go any darker. Transfer proof and shine proof for normal, combination and oily skin types, non-comedogenic, which I think that means it will not clog pores, and it's dermatologist tested. Quite big claims, really. 16-hour wear, full natural looking coverage, no transfer, no shine, and no oxidation, so that is quite a lot. Oh, and non-comedogenic, and it's suitable for all skin types. A lot of big claims there, but let's just keep those claims in mind, and I'm going to try my best actually today to leave this on the skin for 16 hours. Let me just double check what time it is to see if that's even possible right now. Okay, definitely not possible. It's 11:45 in the morning right now, so it would literally be 2:45 in the morning, 3 AM, so that's not going to happen. But I could do a 12-hour wear test. I could take it off at 11:45 tonight, I guess. So yeah, that's what we'll do. And today I must add that I am actually going to the gym today, so well, I'm planning on going to the gym today. I will let you know if I do end up going to the gym when I check back in later. That'll be a real test for this primer, this foundation, won't it, if I actually do end up going to the gym. So my shade is the shade Barcelona Medium 4. So this is what the bottle looks like. Now this packaging is quite different for NARS. Normally most NARS foundations are glass, and I love that once you put it down flat it actually stands up, upside down sort of thing. Now it is plastic, which threw me a little bit because obviously the world is trying to reduce on plastic, so I'm quite shocked that NARS have gone in with a plastic container for the foundation. But anyway, now also one thing I did notice is that this foundation contains 45 mils. Now most foundations are normally 30 millilitres. So for example, the NARS Sheer Glow, you only get 30 mils in this, but with the NARS Soft Matte you get 45 mils. So that's quite a difference really. With the Sheer Glow you get 1 fluid ounce, and with the Soft Matte you get 1.5 fluid ounces. So it's definitely better value for money, because I paid £33.50 for this foundation, which I got less of, and I paid £23.50 for this foundation, which I get more of. This one was on offer on Boots. I saved £4, so it should have been £27, but I paid £23.50, so I saved roughly three or £4. This one as well, I had to buy a pump. Now I've actually forgot how much the pumps were, maybe £6 potentially. So this one did work out pretty expensive, but this one does not have the option for a pump because it's one of those little squeezy tubes. To be honest, I probably would prefer a pump, as I find that using a pump you just waste a lot less product. And it's also just so much easier for me to say on YouTube, oh, I used 2 pumps and it's done a whole face, or I had to use 4 pumps. It just makes life a bit easier having a pump. We'll see, I might end up enjoying it, who knows. But yeah, this is a first impression today. I've watched reviews on this and the reviews have been amazing. Apparently it's like a wonder foundation, perfect for all skin types, especially dry skin types though, which my skin is not. My skin is combination, so it's normal on most places, but sometimes I get a bit of an oily T-zone, or sometimes a bit of oil on the chin as well. So let's do this. So I'm just gonna literally drop a little bit on. Oh, it's quite runny. Just gonna try and blend out with a KT's Makeup Beauty Sponge, which is £1.99 by the way from Home and Bargain, and I would definitely recommend it for anyone watching in the UK. These sponges are so good. Now remember, it did say full coverage, didn't it? So let's see if it lives up to that claim. And by the way, this makeup sponge is damp, as that's the way I always use these sponges. I always dampen them. Now I do know that this is a little bit deeper than my own skin tone, but I've used the shade Barcelona before in the NARS Sheer Glow and it worked out fine. I had to buy this foundation online, so it's just kind of hoping that Barcelona in the NARS Soft Matte would be pretty similar to the Barcelona in the NARS Sheer Glow, and so far I think we can make it work. So remember, I've used 3 drips on the skin and it's pretty much done a good first layer. Now it's not enough to stretch down the neck, but I'm going to be applying a little bit more. Okay, now it gets a bit awkward. I might just have to, it gets a bit awkward because I can't just like drip foundation down the neck, but I might just apply some direct to the sponge. So I've seen other YouTubers do that and it always scares the life out of me because I just feel like the sponge is just going to soak all the foundation up straight away, but I'm going to try it. I'm just going to have a little look on whether we actually think that this is a full coverage foundation. I'm going to say it is. I did have a big blemish here that I've actually picked, so I did have a spot that's now turned into a scab because I've picked it, and yeah, I kind of do think it's full coverage, but I do think you have to build it up as well a little bit. I'm just going to go with a little bit more on the cheeks and then a lot more on the forehead, because around the hairline I can definitely see some of my own complexion peeking through, so I need to cover that. This foundation as well, by the way, does not like actually have a smell. Like, you know, some foundations smell sometimes a bit rubbery, I find. For example, the MAC Studio Fix Fluid Foundation, that to me literally smells like rubber. This foundation smells like nothing. There's literally no scent, unless my nose is just blocked or whatever, but yeah, I can't smell a thing from this foundation. So I've actually used quite a bit of this foundation now. I've actually used quite a lot of drops on the face, so Just going to apply the remaining bits to my eyelids because they just look deathly white right now. And it's just making the foundation look even more orange, so that is not the look I'm going for today. But up to now, just as it is, I do agree that it's full coverage. It does look matte, but not a really dry matte, if that makes any sense. And it's not really clinging to blemishes. Like here, you can still see that the skin is raised, but it's taken away the colour. It's covered the colour, so the redness, it's actually covered that. And it's not really pooling around the nose. Sometimes foundation for me just pools around the nose for some reason, but this is not actually doing that. So far so good. So I am going to be going in with the Fenty concealer today, and this is the Pro Filter Instant Retouch Concealer, and I'm in the shade 190. So I'm literally on the last of this now, but I'm actually saving up all older products. That's why I'm trying to use them today. Like example, I said the moisturiser, that's nearly running out. This is nearly running out as well, but I'm actually just gonna save them up, all the empties, and do a video on whether I would actually repurchase these products. So let me know if that is something that you would like to see on this channel, let me know. But I like watching other YouTubers' empties videos, so I'm thinking of joining the club. So we're going for that cat eye look today with the concealer. And I'm just gonna lighten the lids a little bit. So I'm taking a Zoeva 144 brush now. This is my go-to brush for carving out underneath the brows. It's perfect for a job like this, just carving out underneath the brows. Especially when you turn it to the side the way I'm doing now, and just kind of sweep it along just underneath the brow. Okay, so as you just seen, I went in with the Huda Beauty Baby Bake Powder, which is just a mini travel size version of the original Huda Beauty baking powder. And my shade is Pound Cake. And also, I just wanted to add that so far on top of this foundation, concealer and powder is applying very flawlessly. So up to now, no complaints from me. So what I am going to be doing is just doing the rest of the makeup, and I'll zoom that up. You can watch it if you want or just skip past that. But I also am going to be trying a new product today. So I'm going to be going in with the W7 Glow Commotion Extreme Ice Shimmer Highlighter Eyeshadow. So this was literally 99p from Home and Bargain, by the way, but I couldn't not pick it up when I seen it. I know it says it's a highlighter eyeshadow, but I had a little swatch when I got it home and it looks literally blinding. So I'm going to be using this as my highlight today and giving you my first impressions and thoughts on this product. But also I did pick up from Home and Bargain the W7 Diamonds Are Forever. How gorgeous is that packaging? Also 99p, by the way. So as you can see, the glitter, once you tip it up, kind of moves. Yeah, for 99p I was impressed, and I would have bought it just for the packaging anyway. So this is the Diamond Highlighting Powder from W7. Now it looks like this, a little swatch. It's a very wet sheer look on the skin, but the reason that I actually really wanted to buy this is to see if it's a dupe for the Fenty Beauty Diamond Bomb All Over Diamond Veil in the shade How Many Carats. I love this highlight. I literally use it as eyeshadow and as highlight to give a really dewy look to the skin, and this reminded me of it. So I'm going to be testing both of these today, so stick around if you want to see if the W7 is a dupe for the Fenty. So it'll be a first impression for me, and I don't know if this product's new, but it'll probably be a first impression for most people watching this video also, I hope. So yeah, we'll find out if they're a dupe together, and we'll also see if this is actually nice on the skin. Okay, so I'll start rambling now. Okay, so now we're going to be trying highlight. This is W7 Glow Commotion Extreme Ice Shimmer Highlighter Eyeshadow. Now I'm going to try and leave the real price for this on screen because it was 99p in my home and bargain, but I'm sure when it first came out it's probably more than that. So I'm just taking a clean eyeshadow brush to apply this. So this is the Morphe Jeffree Star JS5 brush. This is going to be our first impression. Okay, it's a lot more whiter than I thought. It looks very gold in the pan. It actually looks quite gold. I'm not sure if that's showing up on camera. It is nice, but yeah, it's definitely white. But it's quite a subtle highlight as well, actually. So if you don't really want a very blinding highlight, then this could be actually a very good option. Not really sure how it would work as eyeshadow, but I actually do quite like it as a highlight, really. It's something new anyway, I guess. Normally I choose gold type of highlights, but this one is a little bit more white, but it's still looks quite nice. But it's probably not going to be my new everyday thing, but for 99p it might be actually. Could just use it for every day, couldn't I? It's that cheap and it is quite subtle, really. And it's quite flattering as well. It's actually quite flattering, really. That's my first impressions on W7 Glow Commotion Extreme Ice. Not really sure about the Extreme Ice. Maybe when I think of extreme, I'm thinking it means blinding, but maybe it's called Extreme Ice because it is kind of white. Not sure if that shows up on camera. I'm just going to dim the lights to see if that shows any better. I would recommend it for 99p, definitely, for sure. If you're a beginner in makeup and you just want some cheap but good quality products for your kit, then I definitely recommend that. Or even if you just want a bargain, I would actually recommend it. I do actually like it, but I feel like it's probably an acquired taste. Like, I would go out like this, but I would definitely prefer a more gold based highlight. But it is called Extreme Ice, which does obviously hint at a more white highlight. Okay, back to the makeup. Okay, so on the lips, I've just went in with the Primark PS Lip Liner Pencil in the shade Toast. Now, I've just also used the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink, and this is in the shade number 5, Loyalist. This smells very nice, by the way. It smells very sweet and actually smells of donuts, I would suggest. It kind of just smells so sweet, or maybe like a little bit vanilla-y. But it's basically just occurred to me, and I just thought it's worth mentioning, that the Primark matte lipsticks, which are only £1.50 by the way, these also have an almost exact same scent. They're literally the same. Like, if you watch my video the other day, a Primark haul, which I'll leave in the description bar down below, I was actually trying to describe the smell, but obviously if you're not from the UK and you can't access Primark, then Maybelline Superstay is available everywhere. Basically, if you know what this smells like, then you can guess what this smells like. They're literally so similar. But yeah, that's what I've got on the lips today, and I just thought I'd mention that as a little FYI. So now moving on to our little dupe. So this is the Fenty Beauty highlighter, which is like a gel consistency highlight, and I'll be leaving the price on screen because I forgot, but one thing I do remember is that it was expenny, so I'll leave that on screen. And this is the W7, which is cheap as chips, so obviously this is 99p, and it's called the Diamonds Are Forever Diamond Highlighting Powder. So it could have been an intentional dupe. I know W7 do a lot of dupes, so maybe that's what they were going for with this, but I'm going to find out now anyway, so I'm excited. So if this is a dupe, then just don't forget you heard it here first. So I'm going to go in and swipe the Fenty Beauty one. So this literally is such a wet look, as you can see when the light reflects on it. It's so dewy. So now we're going to go in with the W7 one, and they do feel pretty similar, to be honest. So that's them. I would kind of say they are very similar. Maybe the Fenty one has got a little bit more of a silvery tone, and this W7 one is more white, maybe. What do you think? They are very similar anyway, but let's actually try them now. So on this side, I'm going to be going in with the W7. I'm just literally very gently just tapping this onto the skin. And so far it's applying quite nicely. You can definitely tell it's definitely like a glittery consistency rather than shimmer, if that makes sense. So the glitter slash shimmer is not that finely milled really. Just put the lights up. Yeah, as you can see here, it's kind of a chunky consistency. As you can see, it's really upped the dewiness of the skin now. It's really upped it, especially on the chin. So that's what that one looks like. And then on this side, I'm now going in with the Fenty Beauty. And this is a technique that I sometimes do if I really want a dewy look. I'll do a powder highlight, as you see me do, and then I'll just press over with the Fenty Diamond Bomb, as I'm doing now. That also looks so chunky. Okay, so I'm not going to say it's an exact dupe. It's definitely not an exact dupe. But as you can see on the chin and above the front of the brows, they are very similar. So this side is Fenty, and obviously it just ups the dew factor. To be honest, I don't think it looks that good right now because I normally don't use a white toned icy highlight. I normally go for a goldy champagne highlight. So maybe that's why it's looking so exaggerated and so dramatically white on the skin slash silver. But normally I do love the Fenty Beauty on top of a gold highlight, and this, as you can see here, it is very similar to the Fenty one. I would say I definitely prefer the Fenty one. It's a little bit easier and smoother when you're swiping it in the pan. It's actually easier to pick up on your finger, but as you're seeing on my fingers, both of them before, I've cleaned them now, but both of them before, they were very, very similar. And as you can see on the skin, they're also very similar. So I would actually recommend it, and I would say it's kind of a close enough dupe. Like if you want to save yourself about £25 plus or whatever, then it's definitely a similar enough dupe to actually go out and, you know, give it a little try. Yeah, those two to me are similar enough to be a dupe, but I've got to say I do definitely prefer the Fenty one. I think the Fenty one, like I've said, the formula is just a little bit easier, and I do think it looks nicer on the skin. It looks less chunkier than the W7 one, and you can clearly tell in the pan they are slightly different shades. The Fenty one looked a bit more silver, the W7 one looked a bit more white, but again, I definitely recommend it as a dupe because it is literally very similar. It's only in the pan when you're trying to get them out, and how they swatch in the formula, it's just, then you can tell that they're different. But yeah, basically I'd still recommend it. So thanks for discovering a new dupe with me. So I actually think I've gone a little bit too harsh on the highlight because I've applied like 3 different highlights to the face, so I just want to tone it down a bit. Taking the same beauty sponge from before that had like foundation, concealer, powder on, and I'm just gonna dab over it to just tone it down. So this is the finished and completed look now, guys. So I'm just going to give you my thoughts right now, which are all positive for the NARS foundation. So this foundation so far, to me, it looks absolutely flawless. There's not a blemish, there's not a patch or anything. It does look really nice. And underneath the contour, I normally set underneath my contour with a baking powder to carve it out and make the cheekbones look a little bit more defined. Today on purpose I've not done that, just because I wanted to see if it's a tacky foundation or if it actually dries, and it's literally dried down perfectly. Like I can touch this and it feels like I've set it with a powder, but I haven't. Like I understand that it's a matte foundation, but not all matte foundations do this on the skin. Some of them still feel tacky to the touch. This literally feels as if I've set it with a setting powder, which I haven't, so that's something new for me in a foundation. So far so good. Now what I'm going to do is talk you through some new goodies that I've actually picked up for my 3 upcoming makeup giveaways this year, and then I'm going to go away, continue with the day, check back in later and give you my thoughts after this foundation's been on the skin for 12 hours. So I've kind of got high hopes for this. I'm not sure how it's going to look after 12 hours, but like by the way it's looking now on the skin and how I feel and how it feels on the skin, I've definitely got like my hopes of pinning that it's going to look as flawless in 12 hours. For anyone who's new here who might not know that I'm actually doing 3 makeup giveaways this year, So the first one's going to be August, the second one's going to be October, and the third one is going to be December. So I'm just going to show you some of the goodies that I've collected so far for the 3 makeup giveaways, which is international, by the way. All my giveaways are always international, as I don't think it's fair to just do UK based only. It costs me a fortune in shipping, but it's fine. So anyone can enter, and obviously good luck to all who do enter. The new bits I've got are some Real Techniques brushes. So because there's 3, I obviously have to pick up 3 of everything. So I've picked up 3 different brushes from Real Techniques. So this is the light layer blush brush. I've picked up a light layer powder brush. So this is like a big fluffy brush. So this is a cheek brush. This is a face brush. And then the other one is the Instapop face brush for powder. So I actually picked up 4 brushes. I don't know why. I thought I'd only picked up 2 the first time, so I've picked up an extra one. So I might keep this one, to be honest. I actually like this one. But yeah, each giveaway is going to have 1 Real Techniques brush in. I picked up 2 of those light layer powder ones and 1 of the light layer blush brushes. So they're in the giveaway, so 1 in each giveaway. I also picked up so many W7 lip products. Picked up the W7 Mega Matte Lips, and I picked up 3 different shades, so whatever shade you get will just be totally random. I also picked up 3 W7. These are literally just called W7 Nude Lipstick, basically. So I picked up the shades in the buff, which is this one. I picked up one of these for me as well, and I'm going to be doing a W7 review, so look out for the shade in the buff in my upcoming video. Picked up the shade Vanilla as well, and the shade Latte, which are very similar, but Latte is slightly deeper. I also picked up 3 of the W7 Skinny Lipping Matte Nude Lip Colour. These are all in a different shade, by the way. Obviously, as you can see, the different colours. So this one, the darkest one, is called Honey Bunny. And then the second darkest one is called Danny Boy. The lightest one is called Ouch. And I also picked up as well 2 of the W7 Glow Commotion Extreme Ice Shimmer Highlighter Eyeshadow. Yes, what you just see me use in this video. So I picked up 2 of those. And there was only 1 of the Diamonds Are Forever Diamond Highlighting Powder. So you'll have 1 of these, I'm not sure which one, but 1 of these in each goodie collection. I also picked up the W7 Flawless Face Pressed Colour Correcting Mineral Powder. This is just literally a colour correcting powder. Now I'm not going to open it obviously for hygiene reasons, but I did pick one up for my mum, and inside here it's just like a beige powder, very light, which is supposed to be for brightening, I'm assuming. And it's got like little flecks of colour in, so it's got little green spots in and little lilac spots in, and that's just to colour correct. So this is the only one available, so I think that this would be more for a lighter skin tone. I'm thinking there's no shade on the back or anything, so maybe everyone could use it, I'm not sure, but there's one of those in the giveaway as well. I also picked up one of these. How cute are these? They're only from Home and Bargain, but you get 2 brushes and a little beauty sponge. So this one looks more like a concealer brush, and I've been using the Kate's makeup concealer brush in this shape to blend out concealer, as anyone who's been watching this channel lately would know, and it's amazing. It's been life-changing for blending out concealer, so that's what kind of made me want to pick up this for one of the giveaway goodie bags. So this is from Brushworks in Home and Bargain. So I picked up one of those. I might pick up another 2, so just so that they're even, basically each giveaway is even. And then these I am obsessed with, so they're from W7. How cute is that little tin? So this is the W7 Kapow Knockout Lashes Mini Mascara Trio. Like, I actually love the tin. I love that obviously once you've used all the products you get to keep the tin. So inside you have 3 mini mascaras. And I've actually tried some W7 mascaras and I actually really do rate them. So yeah, each giveaway will have either this tin in, because I picked up 2 of those. I also picked up this. So this is the W7 Hollow Heroes Super Mini Glow Kit. So this is what you get inside. So you get a highlighting powder, which is this, so the Glow Commotion Shimmer Highlighter Eyeshadow. So I'm not sure if it's an eyeshadow and a highlighter, but I'm sure you could use it as that because it's a powder, so that's that. And then you get the Hollow Heroes Holy Hollow Glitter, which is this. And then you get the Glow Fix Holographic Strobe Stick. So that's just an illuminating highlighting stick. So yeah, you'll either get this set or the Kapow mini mascara trio. But I just love the tins. I'm like literally obsessing over the packaging, and I'm not gonna lie, it literally reminds me of Benefit's brand aesthetic. Like literally these little tins and sets remind me of Benefit. Is that just me, or does anyone else thinking that too? So they're all the new goodies for the giveaway, but for anyone who is new here, I'm going to show you what else I've previously bought for the giveaway. So I'm so sorry if you're someone who watches this channel all the time, you will have seen this now like 3 times, but to me it's still exciting. Like, so, because this is like what's up for grabs, what you could win. So any of my lovely loyal subscribers, I'm just going to be talking through what I've already bought, so you can totally skip this part anyway. But yeah, so I've picked up 3 of the Morphe Jeffree Star Artistry palettes. Yes, 3 Jeffree Star the Artistry palettes. So each giveaway is going to have one of those palettes in. Also picked up the Huda Beauty Neon Eyeshadow palette. I've picked up a Kay's Makeup Beauty Sponge, which I've been raving about on this channel, which I've used today to apply the foundation, and look how flawless the skin looks. I picked up some blush from Primark. So I picked up a deep pink and then more of a beige blush. I picked up some eye brushes from Primark as well. So there's a shading eye brush and a blending eye brush. I picked up those. Picked up some eyelash tweezers. No, I never. Do not tweeze eyelashes. This is an eyelash curler, sorry. And then I really did pick up some eyebrow tweezers. So yeah. And then last but not least, I picked up a Primark Gel Effect Long Wear and One Coat nail polish. And I picked up those lip liners I was been wearing today. So my shade today is Toast, but I picked up the shade Foxy Nude, so that's in there as well. But the formula of these lip pencils, guys, is amazing. Literally such a good dupe for a MAC Cosmetics lip pencil or a NYX pencil or even a Morphe pencil. They're just like the same formula and same consistency, and they last just as long, and they're literally £1. So yeah, get excited. What I've bought so far up to now. So obviously, if you want to enter, then you need to be subscribed to this channel. You need to turn on the notification bell so you won't miss when I actually announce the giveaway details. I've still got a few more bits to buy just to make it extra special, but I will be doing a video on that in August, so next month. So yeah, you're going to have to turn on the notification bell so you won't miss it. And then, yeah, good luck. But yeah, I'm just going to pack these away now, and then I'm going to check back in later. So I'm going to love and leave you for now. But I'll see you in about 1 second, but really in real life time, that will have been 12 hours. So yeah, BRB. Hey guys, so I'm just checking in now as I said that I would. So the time now is 10:30 in the evening. So this foundation's literally been on almost 12 hours. This is how the skin's looking. Now it has changed from earlier on, but I must add that I did go to the gym and I did work out for 45 minutes or so. So obviously I did get a bit of a sweat in that time, but it looked fine, to be honest. It actually looked still really nice. And I've been out to a restaurant after I went to the gym, and I haven't reapplied or touched up anything. I haven't added any extra foundation, any extra powder, nothing. This is just literally how it's been on the skin all day. So if you can see here, there's a blemish coming through. There's a spot. So for whatever reason, it's worn off here, which is a very unusual place for it to wear off. I don't know, but yeah, also here as well. You can see that blemish. It's still covered, but I do think that throughout the day, it's kind of clung to the scab. It's slightly coming off just on the tip of the nose, but it's not really coming off like another foundation would come off. Normally, another foundation comes off and you can just see like my own skin, like redness coming through the nose, but this is just literally very slightly coming off. I would say though it's done a better job than most of the foundations have lasted on the nose. It's pretty much lasted on the chin, I would say. And yeah, it's just basically these 2 blemishes here. I would say that the skin looks good, and for that reason I would definitely recommend this foundation. Yeah, it's practically perfect almost 12 hours later. It's literally practically perfect. So I do actually think it kind of would live up to the 16-hour claim, because it's lived up to the 12-hour claim anyway. So if we just added another 4 hours on, I'm sure that wouldn't make that much of a difference. But yeah, I do actually love this foundation, and you will be seeing a lot more of it on my YouTube channel. Now, I've actually forgotten which side I applied the W7 diamonds highlight thing on. I've actually forgot what side, but whatever side this was has really lasted. I think this was actually the W7 side. So I hope you can see that here. but on this side, which I think was the Fenty side, there's literally hardly anything. So I'm actually quite shocked by that. So now moving on, I'm just going to rate this foundation out of 10, and on my first impression I would probably give this foundation probably a 9, I'm going to say. And I say that as well because I actually have not primed one side of the face, so I think it was this side I didn't prime. I think I've actually forgot because it was that many hours ago, but I think it was this side that I didn't prime, so maybe that is why this blemish has peeked through during the day. It'll be the other side that I didn't prime. But yeah, I'd say overall it kind of looks the exact same, considering it's got no primer and then primer. It actually, the foundation's done a good job even without primer and with primer, and it probably goes without saying, but yeah, I definitely would recommend this foundation. I feel like my skin can breathe in the foundation and it doesn't feel heavy, and even though it is a matte foundation, I don't feel like it's a drying matte or it looks too matte, or it doesn't like sort of emphasise wrinkles or smile lines. So yeah, I'm quite obsessed with this and I can't wait to try it again tomorrow. I'm going to wrap the tutorial up now, guys. I'm so ready for bed, I'm so tired. But thank you so much for sticking around to the very end. I really do appreciate it. And I hope you love all the makeup giveaway goodies that I've showed you in this video. If you've got any suggestions for other makeup products you'd like me to include in the giveaway, don't forget to leave them in the comment section. And please like, please subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and I will see you in my next tutorial.